Welcome to the DPSS podcast. My name is Marvin Machon, and in today's episode, we'll talk about changes in the CalFresh program and how these changes will affect CalFresh customers. Diego Fajardo, a Human Services Administrator 1, works directly with the CalFresh program and will help us answer some of the latest questions about CalFresh right now. First of all, Diego, thank you for taking the time to be with us today.
My pleasure.
Can you tell us a little bit about your journey with DPSS and how long you've been directly involved with CalFresh?
Sure. I'm currently a manager with the CalFresh Nutrition Program section, and I am one of the managers in charge of CalFresh Outreach. We work with community-based organizations, faith-based organizations, other county departments, and we also partner up with public schools and universities in order to reach our customers and get them on CalFresh.
So because you're part of the outreach effort, you probably get to interact with CalFresh customers directly. Is that something you always wanted to do when you started with DPSS?
Actually, no. I had never envisioned being a program manager. Actually, I've been about 9 months with CalFresh Nutrition Program section, and it's a very fulfilling position where we're not in the front line, but we're in the back scenes helping our customers, providing them with all the information they need to receive benefits.
Speaking of helping the customers and providing them with the information they need, let's talk about something that's been making the rounds in the news as well as social media. Please help us understand exactly what the pandemic era emergency allotment is and when it will come to an end, or if it has already ended.
Basically, our families who received CalFresh prior to the pandemic were receiving what you call regular CalFresh benefits. Beginning on March 2020, as a result of the pandemic, our CalFresh customers were receiving supplemental payments on top of their regular CalFresh. They were receiving at least $95 per month, which means that no family got less than $95, but some families actually got a higher supplemental amount. And that was based on the maximum CalFresh allotment for their family size. So for example, a family of 3 can receive up to $740 per month, which is a maximum benefit. However, if the family received per se less than $740, let's say $540, the family would be eligible to an emergency allotment during this time period of $200 in supplemental payments.
So that additional emergency allotment, is that something customers can expect to continue receiving? Or is that emergency allotment coming to an end now that the pandemic is officially over?
That's a great question. So with the Appropriations Act of 2023, that law signed into law as of December 22nd, 2022, became effective January 1st. And what that meant was the end of emergency allotments, meaning that as of April 1st, 2023, families will no longer receive the emergency allotment. Instead, they will only receive the regular CalFresh benefits.
That was my next question. So what happens next? Now that the customers are not getting the emergency allotment, will customers see a decrease in their monthly CalFresh benefits, or will the amount simply go back to the pre-pandemic amount? Is there a difference between the two?
Families will continue to receive CalFresh benefits in the amount they were receiving prior to the pandemic. Now, with the last emergency allotment issued for March of 2023, households will only get the regular CalFresh beginning April 2023, based on their household circumstances, which means the number of eligible household members, their gross income, and their expenses. While the regular CalFresh benefits are eligible to is not changing, they will no longer get additional CalFresh benefits they had been receiving as emergency allotments. The regular CalFresh benefits are deposited onto their EBT accounts between the 1st and the 10th of the month. If customers are experiencing different household circumstances at this point, they are encouraged to reach out to our customer service center at 866-613-3777, or they can always walk into our district office, any of them during business hours, and report their changes then. Thus, if they have more or higher expenses to report, it could positively impact the amount of CalFresh they can receive.
So if the household circumstances are the same as before the COVID-19 pandemic emergency allotment, there's no need to contact your eligibility worker if you notice a decrease in your benefit amount beginning in April 2023. Is that correct?
Exactly. Customers do not need to contact their eligibility workers due to the emergency allotments ending. It is important that our customers understand that the end of the emergency allotments was not a decision made by the county. The federal government passed the Consolidated Appropriations Act of 2023, which was signed into law in December of 2022. This ended the emergency allotments, and this is a federal change. There are no hearing rights to the loss of the emergency allotments. Therefore, customers do not need to take any action.
We know during the COVID-19 pandemic, some programs stopped doing annual recertifications. If you're receiving CalFresh right now, do you still need to submit an annual recertification?
That has not changed at all. While other programs may have had those changes, CalFresh customers, they still need to complete an annual recertification. We encourage customers to contact our customer service center if they're unaware of their recertification appointment or they did not receive their recertification packet in the mail.
Other than that, what you say is business as usual?
Business as usual for all our CalFresh customers.
And what about the semi-annual report? You know, the one they call SAR 7? Is it still required? If so, can you give us a brief explanation as to how to properly complete a SAR 7 form?
Sure. So customers are still bound to file a SAR 7 report 6 months into the certification period. There has been no change at all for that requirement. Customers' best strategy to complete a SAR 7 is to complete all questions asked on the report and ensure that they sign and date the form, which is the most important component to the report. When you receive, as a customer, a SAR 7 report in the mail, you can now complete it as soon as you receive it and send it back to the county. There will not be a penalty or any consequences for turning it in early. That is a policy change that currently happened.
I know in the past, once you received the SAR 7 form in the mail, you had to wait until the first day of the following month in order for you to sign it. So did I just hear you correctly when you said you don't have to wait to sign your SAR 7 form anymore?
Absolutely. When customers receive their SAR 7, they can immediately complete it, sign it, and date it on the day they completed it. There will not be any requirement to wait and hold the report anymore. As soon as customers receive it, they can return it back to the county.
That's a very important change of policy I was not aware of, so thank you for sharing that. Are there any more changes or new information you would like to share with us regarding the CalFresh program?
There are temporary exemptions for students as a result of the COVID-19 pandemic. Those 2 exemptions will be removed as of May 11th, 2023. Our college students are encouraged to apply now before June 10th, 2023, so they can still be considered for those 2 temporary exemptions. One of the exemptions that is about to end, if they are receiving financial aid and their expected family contribution is $0, they can possibly be eligible to CalFresh. The other exemption is if they are approved for federal or state work-study program, they can be eligible for CalFresh. They do not need to be participating in work-study, but they are approved. That will make them eligible for CalFresh, assuming they meet all other eligibility factors. So I'll give you some examples: income, citizenship, residency, and etc. However, if they report to their workers that they are expecting to have a EFC, we call it, of $0, or they are approved for federal or state work study, they may be eligible for CalFresh.
Now, some colleges have a CalFresh Outreach team on campus. How is that helpful for the students that may not even be aware that they qualify for CalFresh benefits? And is there a growing interest from colleges to maybe partner with DPSS in the near future?
Many colleges and universities refer these college staff as basic needs units, and they're very helpful. and they are experts in what they do. They assist our college students not only receive any type of available financial aid, but they also help them apply for any public assistance benefits that they may be eligible to. And many of these college staff basic needs units have become application assisters who submit applications on behalf of our students. And yes, that partnership is very valuable between our department and those college staff. We have seen many colleges interested in partnering up with our department, and we're actually moving into a particular mandate that came in called AB 1326, where the state of California mandates DPSS to partner with these colleges so that we can help our college students fight food insecurity and get access to public benefits.
When you mention CalFresh, many people automatically think of a grocery store, but can you talk a little bit about the Market Match program and how you can take advantage of that program by visiting your local farmers market?
So currently right now, a lot of our customers are not aware that we have farmers markets which participate in Market Match. And what that means for our customers is if they are receiving CalFresh benefits, they can actually visit a farmers market during business hours. And most of these farmers markets will match their dollar per dollar on CalFresh benefits anywhere from $10 up to $20 per visit. What that means is our customers can take their EBT card. They will approach the farmers market that is participating in Market Match. The cashier at the farmers market will take their EBT card, ask them how much CalFresh benefits they wish to spend that visit. For example, customer says, I want to spend $20. The farmers market will match it with an additional $20. Now, the merchant will charge them the $20 in CalFresh benefits, but they will get a voucher worth up to $40 in that particular business day. So our customers can benefit and maximize their CalFresh benefits when they visit farmers markets. Go to ecologycenter.org, and it's actually a website where they can type in their zip code or their full address. They'll be able to locate the nearest farmers market closest to them. They'll be able to find out their business hours, days of operation, and whether or not they participate in the Market Match program. One of the other programs that's available to our CalFresh customers is the California Fruit and Vegetable Pilot. This is a program funded by the state, which is similar to Market Match, but it is strictly for the purchase of fruits and vegetables. Customers can receive incentive benefits up to $60 per month. They can visit Mother's Nutritional Centers, and it works a similar way as Market Match. Customers will go to the merchant, inform them of how many benefits they plan to use, and through this program, they'll be matched dollar per dollar.
So when you talk about the merchant, are we talking about supermarkets, big chain stores, corner markets, or what stores exactly are we talking about?
We're talking about very select brick and mortar businesses, which one of them is Mother's Nutritional Centers. There aren't too many of them, but any of the Mother's Nutritional Center is participating in this pilot program. There's a farmers market that is also participating in this program, which is called the Atwater Village Farmers Market here in Los Angeles County. And the second farmers market participating is the Adams, Vermont Farmers Market. Customers can get more information by visiting the state website. Type in California Department of Social Services, and their landing page, they have more information about this particular program. And it's another benefit to our customers because they're able to maximize their CalFresh benefits. As you know, with the ending of the emergency allotments, we want to make sure our customers are informed what other options they have to getting more food resources.
Diego, thank you again for being with us today.
My pleasure. Thank you.
For more information about the CalFresh program, simply visit dpss.lacounty.gov and click on the Food and Nutrition icon, or you can contact the DPSS Customer Service Center at 866-613-3777, where eligibility workers are ready to answer any questions and help you complete a CalFresh application over the phone. Thank you for listening.